Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Derrick Casey, coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. And happy Saturday to you. I just want to come on here and talk to you guys and share a video because speaking to people on a daily basis, I come across kind of a similar issue amongst people who try to start home-based businesses and some of the challenges that they may have. And, one of my phrases that pays is that, stop selling and start connecting. All right. When you get into this arena of network marketing, although you want to make more money and things like that, you want to be able to position it in a way where people can actually feel your energy and excitement about what you're sharing with them. OK, because it's not about just selling, even though you get sales and you make money. But it's a little bit deeper than that. OK, because there are people that are actually looking for opportunities. They out there looking, especially with this pandemic and everything that's going on. People are looking for ways to make and create an additional income for their families. They just don't know how. Sometimes, people don't know if it really works. They hear the horror stories on Google and, different things like that. So they're afraid to make an investment in themselves. But when you can come and share your excitement and people can feel your energy, it makes it easier for them to make an informed decision about joining whatever opportunity that you're with. But it all starts with you. OK, it all starts with you, because you got to remember for yourself, what was it about the opportunity that got you started? Right. Because you were somebody's prospect before becoming an entrepreneur, before you became a business owner. You were somebody's prospect. You were somebody that was looking on social media, looking for an opportunity that you can get into, that you could be excited about and go out and help other people. And so, like, a lot of times when I have people who are struggling, I take them back to that, right? What was life like before that opportunity? What challenges were you going through that led you to looking for opportunity, right? Because this is where your testimony really begins. See, one thing y'all have to understand, and I've been in the sales arena for a very long time, is that people buy on emotion, right? So there's some type of emotional attachment that comes along with purchasing anything, whether you go to a store or whatever the case. Like, if you want to buy a TV, you don't just wake up one day mad or upset and say, I'm just going to buy me a TV, right? You want to buy a TV. Maybe you're turning your living room around and you're excited about getting a new TV because it'll look nice in there. So, like, there's an excitement behind doing that, right? Maybe you went and bought a new car. Maybe you needed it, but you were excited about getting that new car, right? Excited is the feeling, right? So you got to be able to find those emotions and be able to connect to those emotions. Now, one thing I usually tell people is that the only way for you to tap into the emotions of your prospects is by utilizing your own product or service. Hands down, that is going to help you out. The reason being is because it makes the conversation different. Because there's a difference between selling something and sharing something. There's a difference. There's a different conversation. And as we know, nobody likes a salesperson. I mean, think about it. When you walk into a store and you got a pocket full of money, you're going to shop till you drop. As soon as that associate comes off from behind that desk and says to you, hey, can I help you find anything? What's the first thing that we say? We say, nope, I'm just looking, right? We say no. We know we're going to spend money, but now we don't want to have help from that person. Why? Because we don't want that salesperson coming on here trying to sell us everything in the store. Hey, Cassandra, what's going on? Bobby, what's going on? What's going on, guys? So we know that we don't like, even ourselves, we don't like sales people. Okay. So don't turn into that person when you're sharing your business with other people. Here's an analogy for you. Okay. When was the last time you told somebody to eat at a restaurant that you never ate at? Just because you seen it, it had the sign that said grand opening, but you never set foot in there. When did you take the time to hop on social media or talk to your friends or family or whatever the case and say, guys, this new restaurant, y'all gotta go check this out, right? Because what's the first question that's gonna come from the people that you're talking to? How's the food? Did you eat there? And the minute you say no, guess what happens? They're not interested. because you're not giving them nothing to go off of. Like you don't know what's going on. You don't know if the food is great, if the customer service is great, if the environment is amazing, right? You don't know any of that, but you're still telling people to go eat at a restaurant. That's just like your business. If you get into a business that offers a product, a service, or any type of tools and resources, there's got to be a reason why you got started in the first place. And it has to be a personal reason why you got started, besides just, oh, I'm just signing up just to make money. Because like I say, the end result is making money, but you want to create a pathway that makes it easier for you to have conversations with people and be able to share with people where they can feel your energy and they can see themselves through your testimony. Okay. So you have to be the one, right? You have to be the one. Hey, good morning, coach. What's going on? You got to be the one that use your product or service first. I talk to people all the time, coaching and all this stuff, and they be like, well, what do I say next, right? What do I say next when they're in their opportunity? I don't care what opportunity it's in. They'll be like, well, I don't know how am I supposed to talk to them about it, right? Well, if you are trying to figure that out, then that means you're trying to sell something to them because you don't believe in it yourself enough to know exactly like what to say to people and how to express that this opportunity works. But when you use your opportunity, right, you use your product or your service and you're seeing results and you're making money, how easy is it to go and share that excitement with people, to be able to show them exactly what's going on, to tell people where you were at before you saw your opportunity, that product or service, why you got started, and the results that came from it. Now the conversation is different because now you're not looking for the answers. You're telling them real facts. You're sharing like exactly what happened for you. And when somebody can see, because listen, at the end of the day, guys, all people want to know is if it works, right? Does it pay the way it's supposed to pay? And the ultimate question, how did it work for you? How is it working for you? How is it working for you? That's what they want to know. They don't want to hear all the other stuff and, oh, it's this and that. And they want to know, how is it working for you? And the only way for you to tell them that is by utilizing your product or service and getting out here and sharing it with people. That's the only way that you're going to be able to do that. Because once again, people buy on emotions. People got to be excited about spending their money and investing, right? They got to have some type of like excitement or joy or something that's going to raise that confidence level to say, you know what? This is it. This is the vehicle for me. This is the vehicle that's going to help me get that time freedom. That's going to help me get that financial freedom, right? They have to be able to feel that. And this is the reason why, like, I've been able to do so well in my company over the 2 years is because that's exactly what I bring to the table. See, when I got started 2 years ago with my company, I didn't join my company based on the amount of money they was making. That was cool, right? That was cool. Like, I wanted to get to that, but I needed something more. You know what I'm saying? I needed help with stop overpaying the taxes. I needed help with my credit. Those challenges that people deal with, I needed that. So when I seen more and more people who was getting those type of results, that's what got me excited, because I seen real people doing real things, getting real results. And I'm like, I want that, right? So I got started 2 years ago. I didn't say nothing about the business. Now, I've been in the industry for a while, so I already know if something works for me, that the business side of it is going to be easy. Like I can learn that pretty fast, because then I know that this side of the lake, everything works, right? So I got in, I got plugged in. When I seen the results, guys, all I didn't come in trying to, hey, check it out, trying to be like that. Like, I came in with real excitement, because when they helped me put an additional $450 in my check and helped me to stop overpaying in taxes, man, all I was thinking about was other people who was working jobs that needed to know about that, right? When my credit score jumped 80 points in 6 days and they helped me to remove a repo off of my credit report, guys, I was excited to share that, because there's a lot of people right now with credit challenges. I was like, man, I got to share this with them and tell them what happened for me. So I started shooting videos and I was showing people my results, not just telling them, but I was showing them the results, So they knew that I'm a real person doing real things, getting real results. And that's what really started to help people come in and start having more conversations with me. And then I broke it down how it worked for me. And then boom, people were like, oh man, that seemed easy enough. And then they wanted to get on board. But just imagine if I'd never used any of the products, any of the services for myself. How am I going to sound believable when I'm trying to talk to somebody? Because people can feel your energy. People can feel your energy. They can know if you're trying to bullcrap them into something, or if they know that it's real. Like, they can feel that. And that's what you got to bring to the table. There's a lot of people I see right now that invest into things that they're not truly excited about. They invest into it because they see somebody making money. So they think that it's going to be easy enough for them to go and do the same thing. So they invest and they get into these businesses, and then they sit back because they don't know what to do. See, when you don't have no excitement, what is there to drive you to put in the work? Like, what emotion is there to drive you to be like, I'm going to make this happen, like want to learn more, right? So my advice to you guys and trying to encourage you is stop investing in things that you're not excited about. Things that you're personally not going to use yourself. Don't invest into it because you're going to come off as a salesperson. Okay? I'm going to give you the difference. A salesperson is going to, like, at a job. Like, I've been in the sales arena, right? I work for companies where I didn't use those services or products that I was selling. I went through a training. I learned the background of the company, the features and advantages and benefits. I learned all of those things, and then I had a script that I had to like make my own, so that when I got on the phone, I had to sound believable to make sales, so that way I could get paid a commission. Okay. But I didn't use the services. I didn't have, or the product. I didn't have an emotional attachment or something that was exciting. I had to pretty much fake the funk, right? This is awesome. These problems that people going through is how we're helping, all of these things. But personally, I didn't use it for myself, right? That's at a job. That's selling, okay? But when you get into a business, you have the opportunity to invest in things that mean something to you. That means something to you. So if you are ready to lose weight, then you find a company that has products that help you do that, right? Something that's going to get you excited. Then when you get into that, guys, you utilize them products for yourself. And then you kind of build your audience by showing them what the products are doing, telling them how you feeling, showing them the results from day to day, week to week, right? That's how you're going to bring people in. You're not going to bring people in by grabbing a bottle and saying, oh, this stuff is amazing. Guys, you got to get in there. You can lose 5 pounds, and trying to give them to them. But it's a difference when you come in and say, man, you know what? I absolutely love this product. Before, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm telling you, I can sell y'all anything, man, like on some real, because I know what goes into it, right? But just think about it. Hey, I love this product. I love this product right here. I drink this every single morning. Before, I was waking up like super tired, just feeling like I was dragging throughout my day. But after about 2 days of using it, I noticed a major difference in my energy, man. I'm like have more energy with my kids. When I'm at work, I'm more alert. I mean, this thing is really awesome, and it helps me with my workouts. Guys, I'm telling you, if you want more information, you got to just check this out, guys. You know, I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm telling you how this worked for me. How this worked for me. So guess what happens when somebody else come across your video that want to lose weight, and they've been trying different things, and they come across your video and they see you holding it in your hand and sharing it with them and talking about where you were at, right? The challenges that you were having and how this product helped you overcome them challenges. Now people are paying attention. Now they're like, oh, now they may not jump right on board and buy like right out the gates, right? But now what's going to happen is they're going to start following your journey. Guys, I've had people that followed me for 6 months, a year, never said nothing, and followed my journey, and seeing how consistent I was and how excited I was. And the 6 months to a year later was hitting me up like, look, man, today is the day. I need to get started. Like, I've been following you for 6 months or a year, and just to see if this works, and you still been rocking out, I'm ready to get started. Like, this is what y'all got to bring to the camera. This is what you guys got to bring to every single conversation. You have to bring that excitement and that fire. And the only way for you to get that excitement and fire, guys, is by utilizing your own products and services first. You have to be your own first customer. You have to be your own first customer. Because now when you sit down with your coworker and they're talking about whatever it is, and you have the right vehicle, guys, you're going to be able to be excited to share with them. Not like, oh, you should do this, but more or less your testimony. And your testimony should be compiled of where you were at, right? Before utilizing that service or product, right? What challenges were you going through? What made you start looking, right? What was it about this particular opportunity that gave you the confidence to say, I'm invested and I'm getting on board with this, right? And then you got to share the results. Because people got to believe that. You got to understand the type of mindsets that we dealing with, guys. When you got people who are used to living paycheck to paycheck, that just don't believe, like they know they can do better, but they just don't know how to get there. And these are the type of mindsets that you're dealing with. They got to be able to live their life through your testimony. They have to be able to live their life through your testimony. They got to know that if you can do it, they can do it as well. And when you can give a testimony that resonates with them in a time where they're at, guys, there's no way that you can lose. There's no way that you can lose. So I'm telling you guys in this video, stop selling, start connecting. Remember where you were at. You were somebody's prospect before becoming a business owner. So what was it at that time that drove you to want to be in your business? What was it about the product or service that really stuck out to you, that piqued your interest, right? That led you to the conversation with the person that you signed up with? How was that conversation? What was it about that conversation that further built your confidence to say, you know what, I'm ready to invest? Remember that, and then bring that to your prospects. Bring that to your prospects and watch how your business turn around. But if you sitting back and you still asking yourself, well, what am I supposed to say to people? How am I supposed to convince them? When you start doing those type of things, that means you're not plugged in your business the way that you should be. And that's facts. That's facts. That just means that you're not plugged in. If you got to ask them type of questions, that means you're not plugged in. That means you're not utilizing your own product or service. That means that you are not fully and emotionally invested into that opportunity. And that's how it's going to come off to people. But I can tell you this much. I've been with my business for 2 years, over 2 years. And I can tell you that I'm just as excited today as I was the day that I signed up. When I share, people can feel my energy. When I talk to people on the phone, people can feel my energy. Why? Because I've used my services. I have the results. I know how things have changed for me and my family. Going from being broke, busted, and disgusted, credit all over the place, overpaying in taxes, never having enough money to do anything extra for my family. The fast forward into today to driving a brand new vehicle. Yeah, I got my first brand new vehicle at the age of 36 last year. Okay. Excuse me. As well as, no, I'm sorry, the year before last year. To now, like, we're talking to a realtor to buy a house. Guys, a couple years ago, I wasn't even close to buying a house. There was no way in hell that we would have been able to afford buying a house and getting all that process started. So we just never even went into that direction. And guess what? Now we're talking. Already with a loan officer, they already painting a picture on what we're going to be approved for, like, type of thing. Like, it's exciting. So now when I talk to people about what I'm doing, I can share that. I could share that because I had challenges just like anybody else that's watching my videos. We went through it. I watched my financial situation put a wedge in between my marriage, man, causing a lot of frustration, everything. I've been there. And that's the reason why, like, that emotion that I feel inside is because I know where I was at and I know it worked for me. And there's a lot of people out there that's going through similar situations that I was going through 2 years ago. So you damn right, I want to share this with you. I can't make you get on board. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you what worked for me in hopes that you can see your story through my testimony. And once that happens, now when you get on board, now I can show you how we were able to do it so that way we can get you on a pathway to more time freedom and financial freedom. That's what it is for me. You got to bring that in your opportunity. You got to have that feeling that every time, every conversation, every video, every interaction, every piece of communication, you are that excited every single time. And watch what happens in your business. Watch what happens in your business. So listen, I hope this video makes sense. If you guys just hopped on late, that's cool. Go back to the beginning, listen at this video. But like I said, guys, stop selling, start connecting. You were somebody's prospect before you became a business owner. And you got to remember what it was that led you down that path to start with your opportunity. Why did you decide to start utilizing that service or that product? And when you can go back there and find that emotion, bring that same type of emotion to the people that you speak to, and it's going to make a world of difference in your business. All right. So with that being said, guys, so I wanted to hit you up this morning. Didn't want to take too much of your time, but I hope that makes sense, okay? Take that, let it marinate on your brain. If you got any questions or whatever the case, feel free to hit me up, all right? That being said, love you guys, God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.